I'm sitting here after having walked around the town, again thinking about music. When I look at the clock tower in Coggeshall, it makes me think about the things that that clock tower has actually seen, not with its eyes, but just in its existence, seen happen around it. If it had eyes, if it had ears, what would it hear? And it amazes me that in Victorian times, in the 19th century, a lot of things suddenly started happening. A lot of developments, technological developments, a lot of discoveries. The rise of technology started to really get a grip. And so did music. Now, music has been around, well, since the dawn of man in some form. And it's around us when we go out in nature. We can hear the birds singing. So it's in our souls, is music. That's the way we're wired. I mean, people walk around the streets now with earphones and listen to music on their phones. Music has become ingrained in the way that we live our lives. We can't live without music. I don't know whether you can. Maybe you can. But normally we can't, because we're surrounded by it. You turn on the radio, you've got music. Get in your car, you go on a journey, you listen to music. It's there with us, we carry it around on our phones. So living in a world without music would be completely impossible for us in this day and age. I laughingly thought, if somebody made a Hollywood musical and it was about Coggeshall the musical, what would it be? Would it be surrounding the Birkin family? Would it be on the pubs and inns? Would it be a musical about Holst staying in that house? Music in the Victorian times was a form of entertainment that was available to everybody in some form or other. And the history of music in the 1900s, let's have a look at the history of music in the 1900s and see what choices we would have had in Victorian times. Music in Victorian Britain was a reflection of the social class and included folk songs, operas and parlour songs. Victorian English music is a genre of music that draws inspiration from the Victorian era of British history, which lasted from 1837 to 1901. It typically features a combination of traditional folk instruments such as the fiddle, accordion and concertina, as well as more modern instruments like the piano and a guitar. Music hall is a type of British theatrical entertainment that was popular from the early Victorian era. Beginning around 1850 through the Great War, and it faded away after 1918 as the halls rebranded their entertainment as variety. Perceptions of a distinction in Britain between bold and scandalous music hall entertainment and subsequent more respectable variety entertainment differ. Music hall involved a mixture of popular songs, comedy, specialty acts and variety entertainment. The term is derived from a type of theatre or venue in which such entertainment took place. In North America, vaudeville was in some ways analogous to British music hall, featuring rousing songs and comedy acts. Originating in saloon bars within pubs during the 1830s, music hall entertainment became increasingly popular with audiences, so much so that during the 1850s some public houses were demolished and specialised music hall theatres developed in their place. These theatres were designed chiefly so that people could consume food and alcohol and smoke tobacco in the auditorium while the entertainment took place, with the cheapest seats located in the gallery. In contrast to the music hall, the upper classes of Victorian society would attend the opera, which is a form of Western theatre in which music is a fundamental component and dramatic roles are taken by singers. Such a work is typically a collaboration between a composer and a librettist. It incorporates a number of performing arts such as acting, scenery, costume, and sometimes dance or ballet. The performance is typically given in an opera house, accompanied by an orchestra. So if you were to sit down and write a musical about Coggeshall, what would it be about? Would it be chimney sweeps, dancing on the rooftops like Mary Poppins, dancing in the streets? Would it be something like the movie Funny Girl? What would it be? Oliver Twist, the musical. Oliver. It makes me think. It just makes me think. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in another video. Stay safe.